Good evening. Good evening. How is everyone today? Give me just a second. How is everyone today? Hello, hello, hello. Time on the clock says it's 7 o'clock on a Friday. So you know what that means? That means it's Future Gents Friday. Thank you everyone for allowing me to step into your living room, your home, your phone, wherever you are, whatever electronic device you're using to watch this. We really appreciate you being here and thank you so much. My name is Ernest Moore. I am the executive director and founder of Future Gents. We are a 501c3 nonprofit organization created to teach young men the importance of being a gentleman, offering mentors to assist them in their everyday lives and to help them become the men they are destined to be. We are young men reshaping the future. Let me repeat that. We are young men reshaping the future. Again, my name is Ernest Moore. You're tuned into Future Gents Friday. Give a shout out to my producer extraordinaire, Greg Thornton, behind the scenes doing all the work, all the things that you see at the bottom. That's Greg Thornton. Thank you so much for all that you do. Listen, y'all, if you need some video work done, if you need some streaming done, uh, Greg Thornton is the guy. I mean, please tell him I sent you. He is a mentor here at Future Gents. Um, he's one of our signature models at 100 Men Walking. Just an awesome young man. So, and it is amazing with uh, video production. So again, my name is Ernest Moore. I am the executive director and founder of Future Gents Corporation. Every Friday, we come to you for 30 to 45 minutes, giving you a what's going on with Future Gents. Again, we use innovative skills to teach our young men the importance of being a gentleman, offering mentors to assist them in their everyday lives and help these young men become the men they are destined to be. We are young men reshaping the future. You could always visit us at our website listed below, www.futuregents.org. Our newsletter is hot off the press. You really want to get there, see what we're talking about for Black History Month on our newsletter. It was done by Loretta Brooks, our administrative assistant, historian, glue. She does a little bit of everything on the board. Happy to have her, as well as she helps produce our newsletter. So please get your February newsletter. Got some really good topics in there, even some things written by our young men. Once again, our website, www.futuregents.org. Fact, 98% of our teachers are female. 72% of our households are run by single mothers. Where will our young men find positive male role models? They'll find them right here at Future Gents. Because boys will be boys until someone teaches them to be more. You can find us. We have you see our website there. You know about our email address, ernest.moore@futuregents.org. Again, our email address is ernest.moore@futuregents.org. Greg has the ticker tape running below of our YouTube. Please log on to our Future Gents ORG YouTube. Got a young man named Donovan who's doing some amazing things on our YouTube page. We're going to be bringing back our cooking portion of our channel. We got some questions and answers. We're going to be doing some about towns, what's going on here in Atlanta, and maybe even what's going on in your neck of the woods. So please support us, follow us, like us, subscribe, hit that bell. Ding, ding, ding. Hit that bell so you'll know when our new content is coming out. All of our let's do Cash App. If all of our donations can be done through Cash App, PayPal. There is our Cash App information, $FutureGents01. Again, our Cash App is $ Future Gents 01. We respond to all donations. You can something as small as $25 to $50 per month can help out a young man in our program. Um, can kind of divert some of the costs that these young men have to deal with. So, for all donations, sponsors, uh, our Cash App information was just there, as well as uh, our cash, as well as our PayPal. All right. So all of our social media pages are FutureGents.org. Again, all of our social media pages are just like our um, YouTube page. It's FutureGents.org. That's LinkedIn. That's Twitter. That's Instagram. That's Facebook. That's YouTube. All of our social media channels are FutureGents.org. So if you are not following us anywhere else, we're on all social media under FutureGents.org. We have a campaign this year, everyone. We have a campaign this year. We are looking to mentor 500 young men. We're looking to mentor 500 young men. So if you know of a young man between the ages of 10 through 18 that can benefit from our services, please reach out to us by email or on our website. Applications can be found both places. And let's get that young man signed up immediately. Time is of the essence. Time is of the essence. And the younger we get these young men, the better. So we've established mini gens for our young men between the ages of 5 through 9. So if you know a young man between the ages of 5 through 9 who can also benefit from our services, please have them reach out to our email address or our website. We'll be more than glad to answer any questions that you have. You can also listen to us at Pope Radio every Sunday from 3 to 3:30. We are the only hip hop and gospel radio show on the internet. Please check out my brother Alvin Pope on there for further information. He's doing some great things on that radio show. We got some powerful people on there offering not only hip hop, but gospel as well. So let's talk about topic today. Topic today is, what does Black History Month mean to you and future gents? Well, I could probably take longer than 20, 30 minutes to answer this question, but I will be as brief as I possibly can. And then I'll also let you know what Future Gents is doing for Black History Month. First of all, to know that we are the only race that has our own month is big. Now, some of you may say all the work that we put in this country and we only get a month, that's not enough. That may be true for you, and that's fine. But for me, that speaks volumes. That means that not only those who were famous in Black history, but my ancestors as well laid the groundwork for me to be where I am today. That speaks volumes. So when we talk about Black History Month, we normally talk about the major 5 to 10, right? Rosa Parks, Muhammad Ali, Martin Luther King. Usually that's it. You may get a Benjamin Banneker. You may get maybe a Michael Jordan or a President Barack Obama. Uh, you may get a few of those in there. But what I did with my young men here at Future Gents, I wanted them to dig a little deeper. I wanted them to find out people in Black history who are famous, but we don't know that much about. Let's take a look at who a few of these people are. Bear with me just a moment. So I have a list here, and our young men, like I said, they have to They have to research and find out who some of these people are. For example, Dr. Charles Drew. Oh, uh, he did the blood plasma bank. Uh, Leonard Bailey. Leonard Bailey invented the folding bed. Walter Purvis, he did the hand stamp. Alfred Crail, he did the ice cream scoop. Um, John H. Smith created the lawn sprinkler. Uh, John Thomas White created the lemon squeezer. And there are so many more um, people that we don't normally talk about who have made great strides for Black History Month. And to me, that speaks volumes. So our young men for the month of February, every time we meet, have to come with every week 13 people who made an impact in Black History Month or in Black history. Here's the great thing. Before we can talk about those who have done great things, the famous ones, we have to talk about our parents first, right? And our parents have made great strides for us as well. Our Black history starts in our family. Let me repeat that again, Greg. Our Black history starts in our family. So before we go out and talk about Dr. Martin Luther King and Malcolm X and um, um, George Grant and Garrett Morgan and all these other famous people, Rosa Parks. Before we can start talking about all of them, uh, let's give shout outs to our parents, okay, because they're the ones who brought us here. Uh, they paved the way for us to be where we are right now. In order to accept and acknowledge those famous people in Black history, there are a lot. There are a lot of people who have done great things in Black history, and I'm humbled and honored um, to give acknowledgement to them. I'm humbled and honest to humbled and honored to give acknowledgement to them. So I had a high school friend of mine, and this is totally unscripted. I mean, this is totally unscripted. I had uh, a high school friend of mine vote me or acknowledge the work that we're doing at Future Gents for Black History Month. Shout out to Hope Dennis if she's watching this. Thank you so much for what you said. I actually shared it on my page. I'm going to share it on all of my social media platforms. It is great to know that after all the nights of stand up, all the naysayers who said it couldn't be done, uh, for the sleepy eyes, for the hours and hours and hours of research trying to perfect this product. Thank you so much. It means the world to me when someone who saw you when you were raw and when you were as a teenager now can say, hey, we tip our hat to you for doing great things down here in Atlanta. And that means a lot to me. So thank you so much, Hope, for acknowledging me and my organization, because I can't do it by myself. Um, my board members, my leaders, my mentors, my mentees, my mothers of kings, mothers of future Gents, can't do it without you. My family members can't do it without all of you, right? So um, I may come, or you may see me by myself, but believe me, I come with a group. I come with a group. Um, thank you again. Thank you again. So, Black History Month means the world to me. It's awesome and inspiring to know that we have a month where we can acknowledge. We have a month where we can acknowledge those who came before us and who have done great things. Okay. Again, um, as you can see, Greg has a ticker tape going across the bottom uh, about Black History Month. So, Black History Month is an annual observance originating in the United States, where it is also known as African American History Month. This was done by Carter G. Woodson. Look up Carter G. Woodson. Uh, Another one that doesn't get his just desserts when we talk about those famous ones. So, listen up. For those who are watching um, and you're in the chat, go ahead and name some people who were instrumental in your Black history. Some famous people that you may know about in your Black history that have done great things. You may know some of the first. I got my man Andreas Davis, a custom designer. Custom. We're not talking about made to measure. Custom design takes your ideas, cuts it out of fabric, lays it on your body the way you want it to fit. We don't have too many custom designers. So, Andreas Davis, aka my brother Dirty from the Loop, keep doing great things down there, sir. You are Black history, okay? You are Black history. Let me address a few others. Uh, Denise Johnson, the first, Denise Johnson, the first to bring a health and wellness program to T-Mobile. You, my sister, are Black history. Indeed, doing a fantastic job uh, with health and wellness, not only for T-Mobile, but for our family as well. Got us drinking water, got us exercising, got me up, jumping jacks, the whole 9 yards. Shout out to Denise Johnson. You are Black History Month. Um, Renee Phillips, how are you? Always a pleasure to see you. You too are doing great things. Reginald Williams, author of The Marginalized Voice. You know, he's an author. He wrote a book. We got a upcoming is it YouTube Zoom? We got an upcoming Zoom thing for American Skin and what this means to our young Black men. Um, if you want more information on how you can tune into that um, program, please inbox me afterwards. We need some more young men to offer their perspective on what they saw in American Skin. It was a great movie. Reg, I'm sorry, Mr. Reginald, you are Black history. Okay. See who else we got here. Uh, I'm sorry. Was it One Night in Miami? Is it the One Night in Miami, Reginald, or American Skin? He just put it in the comments that it is American Skin. So I mean, One Night in Miami. So let's talk about that. Well, you know what? Let's talk about both. Why not? They're both important. They both need to be talked about. Once again, my name, Ernest Moore. I am the executive director and founder of Future Gents. We are a 501c3 nonprofit organization created to teach our young men the importance of being a gentleman. We have mentors throughout the country. Throughout the country, we have mentors throughout the country to assist these young men in their everyday lives. We also help them become the men that they are destined to be. We ask these young men 3 questions before they step foot into Future Gents. 1, who are you? 2, what is your why? 3, what are you passionate about? We are young men reshaping the future. Again, we are young men reshaping the future. Now, when these young men can answer who they are, what is their why, and what are they passionate about, we can make all the changes we need right then and there. We can make all the changes right there. Please check us out on our website, www.futuregents.org. There you can sign up for our newsletter because it's hot off the press, especially for Black History Month. Starting in March, we will be spotlighting our young men on our newsletters. We're going to spotlight them on our YouTube page. We're going to highlight our young men in as many forms of social media as we possibly can, so that we can give you some positive images of our young men. Now, that doesn't mean that they're all going to be in suits and ties, but they're going to be young men doing positive things that we feel need to be spotlighted or highlighted for that month. All of our social media pages are FutureGents.org. All, all of our social media pages. That's LinkedIn, that's Instagram, that's Facebook, that's Twitter. And of course, please, 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 please like, subscribe, ring the bell for our YouTube channel. Again, like, subscribe, ring the bell for our YouTube channel. That's FutureGents.org as well. We have a campaign this year. Yeah, we have a campaign this year. It's a lofty goal. Yes, it is. I set the bar high. 500 mentees. We're looking to mentor 500 mentees. So if you know of a young man between the ages of 10 through 18 that can use our services, please pass them that. Please pass them our information. If you know of a young man that's younger than that, and he's between the ages of 5 and 9, let's get them early. Let's get them early. Let's reach these young men as early as we possibly can. We're calling them our mini gents between the ages of 5 through 9. And if you are over 25 and you have about 30 minutes to an hour a week to impact a young man's life, we could use you as a mentor as well. We need 500 mentees. That means we're going to need 100 to 200 mentors. Raise your hand. Step forward. Our community is calling for our services. Come help out. Come help out our young men. Now, if we're going to talk about a problem, be the solution to the problem. Let me repeat that again, Greg, for the people in the back. If you're going to talk about the problem, be the solution to the problem. Raise your hand, step forward. Come help us mentor other young men. We need all young men from all walks. We need all men from all walks of life to help these young men navigate through this tough world that they're living in right now. Donations, donations, donations. Our Cash App is $FutureGent01. Again, that's $FutureGent01. Your $25 to $50 per month can go a long way. Your $25 to $50 per month can go a long way. We have merchandise for you once you become a donator or a sponsor. Okay, we got some fleece jackets, we got some t-shirts, we got hoodies, we got cardigans, we got sweater vests. We're coming out with socks, we got coffee cups, mugs, we got all kinds of paraphernalia for you as a donor or as a sponsor. So please reach out to us if you're interested in sponsoring one of these young men who are economically strapped, if you will. Again, my producer extraordinaire, Greg Thornton, is behind the scenes making all this stuff look good. Also, every Sunday, 3 to 3:30, you can find us on Pope Radio. We are the only hip-hop and gospel radio show on the internet. Now let's get back to what we were talking about. What does Black History Month mean to me? Black History Month, let me say it again, starts with my family. Starts with my mother and my father. And the road that they paved for me to be here to acknowledge those famous people. So my ancestors on both my mother and my father's side, going all the way back to wherever we came from, we did our family tree and we traced it back to Africa on my father's side. They went through a lot for me to be here in front of in front of your electronic device talking about Black History Month. So my Black history starts with my ancestors and my family. Our young men had a project, 13. They have to come with 13 famous people in Black History Month every week to total 50 people in Black History Month that we don't normally talk about. We're going to know about Frederick Douglass and Carter G. Woodson and the brother who created the traffic light and the folding beds and so forth and so on. We want to know about these people. We want to know about their parents as well, how they paved the way for them to get here. So that's what Black History Month means to us. I hope you enjoyed our Future Gents Friday. Let me take a look at some comments here. Demario Scott, how you doing, sir? Always a pleasure, Kate. Congratulations on all of your recent success. We go way back, Demario. I'm glad to see your progress, sir. Doing great things, great things, great things. Let's see. So Reginald Williams. So we are going to be talking about the one night in Miami. So we need as many young men as possible. We're going to have Future Gents in the building. Future Gents will be there. We want to know what their thoughts were on One Night in Miami. Excellent. Regina King did an amazing job. Wendy, always good to see Wendy. Please know your son, if he ever needs me, I'm a phone call away. Let me say this for all those out there that are listening, because you may think that I only work with young men between the ages of 10 to 18. That's not so. I work with older males as well. I do everything. I don't turn anybody down. If a young man needs my services or needs my assistance, I'm going to help him. If a mother reaches out to me about her son who is over 18, I'm going to help them. I'm going to help them. I'm going to give them as much of my time as I possibly can, as long as it doesn't interfere with the young man, because I'm committed to them. Committed to them. I am 1,000% committed to Future Gents, but I'm also committed to helping every young man that crosses my path. Okay, so Wendy, always a pleasure seeing you. Thank you so much for entrusting your son with me. I will contact you this week. Let's get an update, see how he's doing, and if there's anything else I could do to assist him. And that's pretty much it. We are Future Gents. This is Future Gents Friday. Thank you so much for spending 30 to 45 minutes with me. Greg Thornton, producer extraordinaire. Thank you so much for all that you do. And have a great evening. I know Greg's going to give us some music that's going to be apropos for today's show.
Hello. Black History Month is a commemoration, vocab word, for Black activists, another vocab word,
who took their time out to go fight for what they feel is right. Like
Martin Luther King had a speech that violence is not the answer and no segregation.
We celebrate Black people that helped us change history.
It reminds us to be strong, even in politics.
Oi. What matters is what's inside of you and how you act to other people.
Doesn't matter if you're Black, if you're white, you should always celebrate it because you know the struggles Black leaders went through in order for you to be here right now.
Even though we may have the different skin color, we're still the same type of people, no matter what.
And a lot of people, they don't see me for who I am. They see my outside appearance, but they don't see what I have on the inside.
It's very hard to grow up knowing that you're black and you have a lot of personal prejudice against you.
I see it on the TV and I'm like, is that going to happen to my brother? Is that going to happen to my dad? I always have that in the back of my mind every time that I'm home and they're not home.
Black history is important to me because I have to remember where I came from and I have to remember who came before me.
Because you have to look at the things that Martin Luther King Jr., Rosa Parks, and Malcolm X did for us black people, so people can't treat us unfairly because they think some type of belief.
Because we are all people and we need to stand up for our rights.
There's still discrimination. There's still discrimination in all parts of the world, in all parts of the United States. We should still fight for what we believe in. We should still fight for getting what's right.